Oh, it's back.
You use
See how that goes.
Windows Explorer?
Yeah, you do too, dumbass.
Oh,
Why does no one know what Windows Explorer is?
Shh.
It's not that hard to know what Windows Explorer is. It's not Internet Explorer. I'm saying Windows for a reason. It's because it's Windows Explorer, which literally lets you go through your desktop. That's why you have a desktop. If Windows Explorer crashes, you get a white screen there. That's it.
That's fair.
Did you upgrade to the newest Windows version yet?
No, I'm still on Windows 10. It's just that my computer's a piece of shit.
No, I'm staying on 10 for a while. I don't want to be a guinea pig, man. Every time they upgrade like that, they screw so much stuff up.
You're the fucking guinea pig at that point.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Not worth it.
Yeah,
no, my
Java's
computer's
not even supported on Windows 11.
Yeah. No, my computer's just a piece of shit, so Windows Explorer will crash sometimes.
Yikes. Well, good thing it's not. That's for the best. I have my fluid intake here. Seek fluid intake. Anyway. So. Anyone want to do a recap, or are you going to make me do that?
Do it for us. Dance, DM boy, dance.
I'd ask Jetski, but
No.
Jetski, what happened in the last session? I want your account of it.
Go on, tell us.
Some things happened with like a dark, shadowy thing, and
I forgot that he was in chat. He actually was there for it.
yeah,
I know.
I was there. It's like I wasn't there.
A bit of it.
You were there for at least part of it. We were having a
Yeah.
whole conversation. But anyway,
Killed some cultists.
That's a good enough recap.
it's a good enough recap.
Did some things, killed a cultist, maybe?
Okay, he also mentioned some dark, spooky stuff.
Some dark dealings with Satan.
Ah yes, Sittin, my favorite villain.
Sam did as he always does and did something really stupid for no fucking reason.
Possibly one of the stupidest things I've ever done.
No, not possibly.
D&D.
It just was.
I don't know. You don't know what's happening with Kivas.
That was
That was stupid.
I very much set that up as this is the energy that kills people, and you still stepped in the middle of it.
Yeah, and I put a dragon organ inside of me, so...
He is not joking when he says that he literally put a dragon's flame sack in his chest.
Ah. That's
So,
pretty stupid.
Okay then.
I have fire breath now, though, so it paid off.
As long as you don't like blow yourself up or something.
you know, that can only happen if I blow up, and so I'm just not going to.
It's true. But yeah. Needless to say, they were heading towards the outside of they were leaving the forest, stumbled across a coven who were trying to access Shadowfell, trying to summon some entities from there. They beat them. They chopped one of them in half with the portal. That was...
We beat them to a pulp.
Yeah. Actually, you only killed like 2 or 3 of them, and then... Yeah, you only killed 2 of them, and then Sam went around and just hecking...
Oh, I killed many of them.
Yes, you did. And that, I should say then he stepped into the middle of the Shadowfell energy that was gathering from the closed portal, and just slurped it all up. only reason he survived was because of the nat 20s.
That was the wrong character.
And here he is. Man is cursed. Welcome.
Dion, Dion, do you think if I ate some of the Shadowfell, I'd get stronger as Steermorn?
You would not.
Damn.
Well, that being said, what are you guys doing?
Feel free. Do you think it wise that you are like that?
No, but I don't have a choice. I did, and then I made the decision.
That now he's living with
I
the
don't
consequences.
anymore.
That is how consequences work, yes. I'm glad you've picked up on that.
So.
Well, let's hope you stay stable until I can start fucking around with this flesh sample.
I can't wait to go batshit crazy. Start foaming at the mouth, you know. What was that movie called? The Exorcist? Style.
Dude.
Is everyone ready to continue on a bit longer?
So,
I would say yes. I'm fine with moving on now.
I will mention that Stinky is still very, very concerned with Gilfried's appearance.
Oh, I know. I'm taking good care, close watch of Stinky.
did that take long enough to count as a partial rest call?
I'd say partial rest.
So like
Maybe
1 hour?
a short rest.
I would say, not quite a short rest. It was maybe a half an hour, so take a fourth of your mana pool back. So just round it down to 250. I guess that would technically be rounding up. That's fine. You gain 250 mana points.
Gotcha. Cool. Thank you.
And Frederick, you gain the same. Because you guys have the same maximum mana, so that makes calculations really easy for me. That's that I just realized that you guys have the same mana pool, so
Yeah, if only someone had pointed it out earlier.
probably has been at some point. I probably even pointed it out earlier. I'm just remembering you guys have the same mana pool, so it's convenient. So if I recall, you guys were heading from this direction. Would you like to keep heading that direction?
Yes.
Not?
That's fair.
No, we're going to abruptly change direction. Out of spite.
I don't know if you guys wanted to head down the trail or do anything like that.
I'm
Well-
going to stealth up and then fly about 15 feet above the group, watching up into the canopy for anything that might be up in there.
So far you don't see anything.
Before we head out, I'm gonna go ahead and just grab some of the random books inside the building that seem like I would have interest in reading. For like research or something like that.
Okay. Fair
I'm
enough.
going to start reading my book about the Shadowfell.
That's a good idea. Lots of nightmare creatures. Like, literally, like, half the book is nightmare creatures. Like, the Lost, or the Hunger, or the Shattered. Lots of fun stuff.
And Daniel.
And Daniel. Can't forget about Daniel. Daniel? Yes, I just made that reference. Yes, I understand that it's old. Do I care? Absolutely not. They made a wrong turn. That's so sad. Rest in peace, DoorDash. Or not. No, that makes sense. Anyway, getting off topic here. Getting my Twitch chat up. Okay. Right. Perfect. Let's see. So what are you guys doing?
Great question.
So you're heading out? Okay. So as you guys are walking, you guys hear a rustling behind you.
It's another door.
Anyone like to make me? I mean, you all hear the rustling. Anyone like to make me a perception or insight check to try to figure out what it is? Perception, try and see it. Insight to try to figure out what the rustling would mean.
I mean,
Got the same on both. Yeet.
I guess,
Hey, that's my thing.
Okay.
I guess I'll go for insight since everyone else is going for perception. What is it?
It sounds like another person, weirdly enough.
I think we should kill it. Also, how does rustling sound like a person?
It sounds like, I guess I should say, it sounds like the rustling that you guys have been making.
Russell. Person.
Person. The man got a 26 on his inside, okay?
And
I technically only rolled a 15, but...
who's counting?
Yeah.
Definitely not multi.
Shush. But, you see as the man walks out. Would you like to describe yourself, Mr. Eum?
So, you all see a about 6.5 foot tall humanoid looking man. He's got a hoodie on. He's got like black jeans, black hoodie. He's got a black mask over his face. Anyone with
Got it.
anyone with high perception, you can kind of see under the hoodie. He has like earmuffs on, and he has a sword in one hand and a trident in the other that he's using as a walking stick.
And the sword looks rather familiar.
My hands are cooler.
The sword you see.
The sorter.
The sword is the red Shunshun short blade that was given to you by the god of chaos.
Why the fuck would someone actually take that?
Because they don't know what it is, dumbass.
That and Shunshun weapons are really hard to get a hold of, and they are extremely powerful.
Also, I did so cooler.
Who's the closest one to me right now?
We do not know. Someone say it.
Not it.
Not it.
Not it.
If we're going by what the map is right now, I would say probably more accurate. The Frederick would be over here, but yeah.
I don't think we're going by the map.
I believe Rob was the last one to
Yeah,
I believe he's the one who has not said not it.
In that case, you see a small four-armed ferret.
Somehow Rocky up in the skies. Ironically.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe
I'll
maybe Rocky
look
had
up.
flown over there to try to get a better look.
And it's a flying ferret.
It is a ferret with bat wings, 4 arms, so it's a total of 6 limbs, and a hand at the end of his tail.
Okay. Well, I look at the ferret, and in your head you hear, "Did you guys lose something?"
And
Okay.
And that was in Solaren, by the way.
yeah, that was in Solaren.
Solaren.
Yeah.
Does Rocky understand? Well, technically, the telepathic communication is. It's okay.
It's fine. Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I was gonna ask because I don't speak Solarian. I speak Cross.
Yeah, no, he doesn't speak Solaren. They are not Solarnish boys. Well, I mean, Rocky isn't. That's because Rocky was born here, though. So.
Yeah, Rocky's been alive for at most like 3 or 4 days now.
I know, right? It's I'm not exactly sure how long the
Rocky's been a weird one though.
in dog years.
So did he understand me, or did?
Yeah, he understood you because it's telepathic communication.
Okay.
All right, so that kind of operates like common or something, so I can't understand. All right, all right. So Rocky, well, Rocky, right? So Rocky's gonna kind of squeak out, "What the fuck?" Fly back a little bit more and look him up and down.
He's taught Rocky well. He's taught Rocky well.
They taught Rocky how to cuss.
But he doesn't know he's cussing.
He doesn't know what cussing is.
Seeing
Obviously, goddamn well does.
seeing him fly back over towards like the big doggo, I'll just say hello to the doggo in its head.
The doggo just kind of like tilts its head at you a little bit, like the dog tilt. It does the dog head tilt.
It does the dog. You okay with these people, big guy?
It just keeps kind of tilting its head at you.
Well, it can't understand me.
That's true.
Because I
Doesn't
speak
mean it wants
Canon.
to.
He does. You do speak Canaan. And you hear it kind of go, "People? What about these people?
People.
Do trust? They give food. They
I
give-
him a little nod, yeah. Okay, yeah.
They give
sense.
pats." They give pats. Gilbert like pats.
Agreed. Why do we keep meeting
Gilbert?
things just out of nowhere?
It's called Plot Luck, I believe.
Your name is
Wouldn't the
Gilbert?
writer be more aware of that?
Chaos rule.
Nobody's.
What,
The ferret's spouting propaganda again.
He's got that damn chaos magnet on his hips.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he does. He does indeed.
Who has what on their hips? What?
And it's not on his hip. It's in his hand. He cannot sheathe it. It isn't. He
Yeah.
cannot sheathe that sword. And in your mind, Mr. Eum, you faintly hear, "My masters, give me to my masters now. I am theirs."
I'll just kind of give a broad announcement in their heads. This sword wants to go back to you guys. Just
I
so
don't
you
care
know.
what the sword wants.
I will be honest, I agree with him. I don't want to know what the sword wants. I don't care what it wants. I don't want it.
You know what? Facts don't care about your feelings. It's a fact I don't want that fucking sword.
I'll bring up the sword a little bit and look at it. Just like they don't want you. I don't know what you want from me.
Get away from me and my boy.
I want to be with my masters.
They just said they won't take you. I don't know what you want me to do here.
Give me to them.
Yeah, sure. I'll walk forward towards the group.
I can't hold person.
Wisdom save?
That's what old person wants you to do.
You failed.
You have a spell DC of 19?
He does, yeah.
That's how TE works.
Spell saves typically hover around 18, 19, and 20 because of our boosted stats. It's a little ridiculous.
A little bit. Just a little bit.
Keep in mind that a lot of the wisdom saves are also, like, what's your wisdom save modifier? Like 5? 4? I guess that's fair.
6.
Yeah, no, it's TE stats are kind of busted.
I'll just say to everyone, I'm not gonna hurt y'all. He just wants to talk, I think.
Whether you want to
Do
hurt
you
us or not, does not
understand
matter.
what sword that is?
Yum just kind of shakes his head.
He's been brainwashed.
Have you been living under a rock for the past 1,000 years?
No, but I've been living with gnomes.
But you should still know what that sword is. Okay,
Yeah. Maybe he just doesn't care.
that's not just a red Shunzu sword.
Sure.
That already should be enough to not touch it.
Listen, I don't get to talk to weapons every day, okay? It's not something that just normally happens.
That's fair.
Then maybe that should be a red flag.
That's also fair.
I don't think that's a sign off on, yeah, talk to the sword. I think that's the opposite. Say it.
I mean, it wasn't.
You've got it backwards.
I will mention that when he initially found the sword, he touched it as like okay, what is this thing? Because he couldn't see he couldn't see the blade at all. He could just see the handle because it was just sticking out of the ground. And he pulled it out, and it was like, please bring me to my masters. I don't have anything I can give you, but I do ask that you bring me to my masters.
Wrapped it in bandages and shoved it in the ground. I think that could be a red flag enough. Shit.
Well,
it was shiny. I don't know what to tell you.
It was shiny.
I mean, to be fair, it is a glowing red metal.
Nebel.
Metal. I said metal.
I heard Nebel.
Well, you heard incorrectly then.
I much prefer Nebel.
I also heard Neville by.
Yeah, back me up on this bullshit. Great idea. I did hear Nebel actually, but it's funny that Robbie's like, yeah, I heard that too.
I'm gonna ask the sword. What if I just like hang out close to these guys? Are you gonna be okay with that? Because I don't think they're gonna want to like.
I want to be wielded by my masters.
Yeah, I kind of figured that was gonna be the answer. I don't think.
If I could hear that sword, I'd say it's kinky.
I don't think that's good. Yeah, he's saying that he wants to be wielded by one of you. I know this. I can't imagine that's really gonna happen. I'm trying to explain to him that that's not gonna happen.
I can hear them.
I feel like we've been very clear that it's not going to happen.
Oh, okay. FYI, apparently the sword can always hear you guys. Just so
Whoa! That's fucking creepy.
Please play. You're still affected by hold person unless you pass the save.
He's speaking telepathically.
I'm
He can
speaking
speak
in your head.
telepathically, so he can still tell us things.
Yeah.
He can't move closer.
And hold person only lasts for a minute, so.
That's true. Also, you notice as the sword kind of like, yeah, he can't move his arm, but you see the sword move his arm up, and it kind of points at Gilfried. Like the rest of his body remains still, but the sword arm kind of flings around and goes and points at Gilfried.
That ain't me.
You have been infected. Allow me to cleanse you. And you guys hear that ever so slightly in the open air. Ever so slightly.
I heard that plain as day, though, right?
Hmm?
I heard that plain as day, though, right?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Actually, no. I guess to be fair, you would be the only one who heard it.
I don't think I trust that sword.
I'm gonna look at Gilfried and it says...
You notice that Gilfried has red eyes, which on this planet is not a good thing.
I'll squint a little bit. He says something about you being affected, and he wants to cleanse you?
Oddly sexual.
Entities from the Shadow Realm.
What, are you gonna reduce my life points to 0?
It's going to do that, yes.
I was asking you, not it.
It's going to, yes.
I know.
You're fully aware of
I
that.
heard.
I will mention that Gilfried's countenance does look rather dark right now. His cheeks are also ever so slightly more gaunt than they were before. Overall, he's not looking super good right now.
I'm gonna ask the sword, can you cleanse him without killing him?
I would never harm my master.
I'll look at Gilfried. He says he can cleanse you, get rid of that shadowy stuff without killing you.
I really don't trust that.
He says he would never harm you.
Now it just sounds like I'm in an abusive relationship.
Listen, you abandoned him first, okay?
Am I able to like?
And does it make it less abusive?
I want to insight the source to see how badly it wants to kill any of us, especially if it wants to kill Gilfried.
You would have disadvantage because you're not directly hearing what it's saying. You're hearing a summary of what it's saying. But yeah, give me an insight at disadvantage.
I'll give him an advantage, so it's normal.
I guess, can I roll insight, see if the swords...
Yeah, you can absolutely roll insight.
Oh, of course. But of course I rolled a natural 1. It's not 12 normally, but I'm guaranteed to fail. I think this is a really nice sword, guys. I think it doesn't want to kill anyone.
Actually, you absolutely think it wants to kill everyone.
Oh.
You get the sensation that it honestly doesn't want to hurt them. Like it definitely, you can tell that it definitely has some twisted views of what hurting someone is, but it definitely doesn't want to actively harm them.
You know, guys, I really don't see any reason to ever trust that thing. We should not let it near us. It's going to kill all of us.
Listen, I'm a pretty good judge of character, okay? I think the sword's telling the truth.
And you can insight that at regular.
That makes me trust you and... Oh, I can insight that?
You can insight him.
Okay. That's not what I meant to click. There.
Insight. I'll accept the insight.
I'm going to insight him
investigation. That was a misclick.
I know.
How good of a judge of character do I think he is?
He's pretty okay. He's above average. Like, notably above average.
Also, I'm just gonna ask everyone, did you guys know that your big dog had a name?
We've been calling it Stinky, so technically.
Giving him the name Stinky.
Its name is Gilbert.
Oh.
Gilbert.
Yeah.
Why
Name
does
starting
it
with
have
G
a
is
name?
ridiculous.
Why did it
he's-
have a name previously?
I don't know. Why did you have a name previously?
It is what Mother called me.
This is what his mom called him.
Okay.
that.
Like you do know that all animals can like talk to each other, right? And they all have like names and stuff.
It's very unusual. Mom thought Gilbert was off.
Like Gilbert off.
Gilbert backstory, Pog?
Gilbert backstory.
Gilbert lore.
Write this down. This is
This is what we
important.
really needed. This is what we really needed.
This is Gilbert lore, guys. This is
Gilbert-
important stuff.
Gilbert has been following family, but family has not been keeping track of Gilbert.
Hey, honey.
I don't think.
Family not love Gilbert.
I think Mama liked Wolfhide and Poison Fang better than Gilbert.
Basically.
Wolfhide and Poison Fang.
Gilbert thinks Mama liked drug better.
Were
Gil-
those your siblings?
Yes, Gilbert broodmates.
Okay. Alright. So you're hanging out with these folks now.
They gave Gilbert food. Gilbert liked them. They're nicer than Gilbert, Mama.
Well, I'll just relay that message to everyone. You know, just make sure they know they appreciate him.
Yeah, this guy claimed he was actually.
Gilbert likes the happy
I'm
ones.
gonna.
Though that
I'm
one
gonna
looks
pet Gilbert and say,
bad.
I like you too.
And Gilbert's kind of like happily panting, except until he looks over at Gilfried and he sees Gilfried and he kind of crouches down and winces, like whinnies, not whinnies, whines. That's the word I'm looking for.
Winnie's.
And his tail kind of goes between his legs. He looks over at Gilbert.
I've done absolutely a lot of things wrong.
I'll tell Gilfried, the dog doesn't like you either. At least not currently.
I like the dog.
I like him as well. And you hear that from inside Gilfried's head.
And I'm so glad nothing else has any opinion on matters such as this.
Gilfried, did you hear that?
That's nothing. We're ignoring it.
We're ignoring that.
You can't ignore me forever.
It only has power if you give it power.
Do we all
Aha.
hear that?
Nope. Only Ayum and Gilfried. The reason I have to say it here, though, is because, I don't want to move to a group chat. Yeah.
I'm not one with fucking with Red Shunjim, but I think we try and do what it offers.
If I die, I blame you entirely.
Do we have to do what it offers?
Gilfried,
Don't
by
think
my
he's gonna do
estimates,
it.
you're going to die regardless. One does not simply shunt extra-dimensional energy into their body and be fine afterwards without having the constitution of a train car.
And you see as a little bit of black fog just leaks out of one of Gilfried's eyes and across his face, dissipating into nothingness.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I should also mention that the area in about a 30-foot radius around Gilfried is a bit more shadowy than it should be.
No idea whatsoever.
Alright.
I'll take the burden of the sword, as much as I don't want to touch it. And it
Good.
here.
I want the sword. Fuck you.
Has Eom introduced his name?
No.
No. No.
What
no.
is your
Listen.
name?
If I'm going to be stabbed by it to be healed, I want it.
You'll hear in your head as you.
Yum. My name is Bronius Tiberius. Oh, no, it's Tibus. The fuck am I on about?
It's just Tibus.
I got 2 Roman there for a second.
Or not Roman enough.
Got it.
Go back! I want to be Roman!
I'll
whoops,
I'll
whoops.
look the sword. You cool with the being with the BT guy?
Give me to my master. Oh wait, wrong one. Give me to my masters. Wrong ethereal voice. My bad.
I'm asking you, is BT one of your masters?
Yes,
are you okay?
they are all my
okay.
masters.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I'll put the sword down so you know you can grab it.
Do you put it flat side against the ground or blade side against the ground?
What do you mean by? Oh
So-
no, flat
Flat side?
horizontally or vertically?
No. I mean, so there's the flats, the flat side of the sword, and then there's the edges. Do you put it edge side or flat side?
Flat side. I'm not
Flat
putting
side?
the edge down.
Flat side. In that case, the sword lays there. It does not. It does not enter the ground. Broneus, do you go pick it up?
Yes.
Or does Gilfried want to go pick it up?
Oh,
If I'm gonna have it fucking shanked into me so it can heal me, I want it.
I'll just give a fair warning to like everyone in their head. I did feel a little tingle when I picked it up. Didn't really do anything to me, but I'm just letting y'all know.
Noted.
So who's picking the sword up?
I am.
You Broneus is? Okay, Broneus, make me wisdom save.
Anyway. Despite my mod not being the best, I'm probably the most resilient for this because of lucky. So I will use a lucky.
Yeah, that's what's something you're gonna want to use lucky on. You
That is marginally better.
still
It is
pass
better.
Wow, really? Wow.
by 1.
Those saves are nat 1 or roll really, really low with a low mod, or you get fucked up. So
Pretty much. Yeah, same thing with electricity. If somebody zaps you, you fail the con save. It's 1 turn paralysis.
call
Done.
this the Sword of Cain.
We could call it that if you guys wanted to do that.
So
Or-
pretty much, if I have it, I only fail on a nat 1.
Yep. Which is that's how having a high wisdom works.
Which speaking as it's me is more likely to happen than I wish it was.
Anyway, you pick it up, and you feel it press against your mind and attempt to take hold for a second, but it does. You do manage to shake it off after a couple seconds, which is how I'm representing the lucky. It reaches it and it starts grabbing and it starts trying to rip your mind apart for a second, but you manage to hold on.
No, you don't, fucker.
No, you must be enlightened. And keep in mind, you don't actually hear that. The only one who hears that is Iyum.
I'm not gonna say anything.
That's fair.
Just
watch-
gonna not let that crazy be known.
just watching this happen. That's fine.
Okay.
Probably better they don't know that.
Fine. Hold me against the corrupted one. I must cleanse his soul.
I flip the sword around to the hilt.
No, the blade.
Shut the fuck up, you creepy sword.
I will dull my edge.
I
No.
said shut the fuck up, you creepy sword.
No, the only one who can hear it is
I
Iyum.
said shut the fuck up, creepy sword.
I don't know what you're saying, but I know you're saying something, and I want you to shut up.
You see as the edge turns into a club instead of a short sword.
He says put it against the afflicted one.
Come here, Gilfried.
Listen, if I'm going to be shanked with it, despite it being a club, I want it.
You're not getting shanked, though. If it happens, you can have it.
It's going to shank me. Are you going to use the sword?
I mean, what else am I gonna do? Not?
That's fair.
I have one hand,
What?
regardless.
Yeah. Going to one-hand the sword.
Anyway, so Gilfried, do you approach?
I will.
You
I'm
will-
ready to be stabbed.
Okay.
While this is going on, I go up to Gilbert and give him pets.
Gilbert licks you. Please make me a Constitution saving throw.
That's should be easy. Well,
Actually, you fail.
really?
You
Wow.
gained the poison condition for the next minute.
Oh, okay, well that's fine. Still good doggo.
As it's only the saliva, you only feel a slight tingling against your skin. No acid damage because it's the saliva. But Gilfried, you can actively feel the Shadowfell energy. It's cringing away from you. No. Or cringing away from the sword, I should say, or club in this case. Club, yeah. We don't screw with him. He's much darker than we are.
Who's we? Me and you, or just you and your pals?
Me and my pals, my broskies, you know.
Your dude
I'm one of you
bros?
guys. Please
One of us?
don't touch me with that.
That's alright.
Also, my food's here. 1 second.
Give me one reason not to.
That thing's gonna drive you f***ing insane.
You've got a point.
Okay, I do have to go grab my food though. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna go run and let my dogs out. I'll be right back.
Well then.
I love that I can just hear like the entire internal monologue going on.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
It's fine. You
There's-
sure? You sure it's fine?
Yeah, there's nothing happening.
Okay. All right. You think so?
Okay, I'm back. Let's see.
Everything is perfectly fine.
So, Bralneus, you hold the sword against it as you see some fog leak from like Gilfried's
Yes,
ears away from the sword.
I do try that. That is something I do try.
It is what I am doing.
As you do, Gilfried, please make me a Wisdom saving throw and a Constitution saving throw.
I'm ready for both of these to go horribly wrong.
Oh,
Neither of them did. Neither of them did.
wow. That's honestly kind of impressive.
That's pretty
Honestly,
good.
they did the exact opposite of go wrong.
And actually, he did pretty well as well. For the wisdom, at least. Oh.
For my wisdom, I did well.
No, I'm talking about the entity.
I know, I'm talking about my wisdom.
It did less good on the const. Oh, I guess it doesn't really have a constitution. Never mind. Anyway, they did not give me utensils. Like, I'll be right back. Oh no, wait, one right here. I can use this.
The hell
So-
did he order from Wendy's that he needs utensils?
Probably
For
some
Rusty.
Oh,
Why did they not give you? What the fuck?
because fries, obviously.
That's fair, but still, like, Not everyone wants to do that.
No, I said frosty.
Yeah.
I know, and he said fries. And, like,
Oh.
that's fair, but not everyone wants to do that.
Especially because these are
Sometimes
Baconator fries.
Because sometimes you genuinely just, want, like...
A frosty.
Yeah. You don't
Anyway.
want the fries with it and everything,
Mainly because my fries are covered in cheese. That being said.
Sounds like a pee-pee.
It is. Actually, it's not a problem at all. I don't know what you're talking about. But, you see as more of the mist kind of burns, and Gilfried, you take a d6 damage, as you can feel your insides kind of flowing towards...
Oh, fuck!
No! Please, I don't want him here. And Gilfried, you see the image of a smiling face in your head.
I'm going to die.
Hello again.
Can I choose to die now?
What the fuck is this now?
Can I choose to die?
Oh, right, you can hear that, actually. Please make me a wisdom saving throw.
Me?
Yes. You pass.
Can I opt to die?
You can opt to fail your saves, yes.
I would like to do that.
You...
Now that I have seen the consequences of succeeding, I would like to fail.
Hey, don't make a third stupid decision. No, just doubt.
I have seen the consequences of succeeding.
I'm only visiting.
The consequences of succeeding.
These are the consequences of your stupidity, you imbecile.
Consequences of succeeding.
Don't worry, he'll be gone in a minute.
I refuse.
He's got a lot of voices in his head. You don't know that?
Nah, it's fine. I don't have that many.
The sword is muttering, "Be gone, vile entity of shadow." We caught none of that.
I understood maybe a syllable.
I didn't.
You were Mega Robot, Robbie.
Gilfried is over here suffering from success.
True. I have witnessed the consequences of success, and I think I might want to fail.
I will let you know, we don't have your other character ready yet.
I will let you know that
You just want to die, man. No.
want to sleep.
No, oh, you want to go take a nap? Okay, I
You can't
suppose.
just kill a character on a whim, Sam.
I can.
To be fair,
What?
we did talk about killing Gilfried as a consequence for his stupidity.
It's funny though.
For these, guys, should I let him fail these saves?
If he wants to die, you can die.
That's
I
true.
mean, if he wants to, he can.
Okay, that's fair. So, final answer.
Let Gilfried's suffering end.
Gilfried, Sam, are you actually wanting to kill the man right now?
That's an amazing question. Let me nap on it. Honestly, though, sure. I don't really care at this point.
Okay.
You've gotta care one way or another.
I say make the roll, and if you, I say just roll a d20. If it's 11 or higher, try to live. If it's a 10 or lower, just let yourself die.
Robbie's got an interesting philosophy, and I'm for it.
I can. Oh.
Robbie sealed my fate. The bitch.
Rest in peace, Guilford. So I guess you see as the fog continues to flow out. If I'm going, I'm taking him with me. And you see as the fog kind of grapples onto his skin and begins like ripping it away as it's passing out behind him. You can see fluids leaking out of his ears and his eyes and his nose. Anywhere the fog's coming out, you see things coming out with it. And you see as his skin just becomes gaunter and less, and his substance decreases. He thins out. His teeth fall out. And it's not a pleasant thing to see.
To the rest of the people, it just looks like that sword just killed him, right?
That's fair, actually. No, because the sword... The sword...
What? Sword can inadvertently kill me.
I mean, so the sword essentially... What Johnny's effect of destruction is the whole... Like an actual disintegration effect. This is withering, which is more tied to the Shadowfell energy. It looks like what happened to the Coven, but is happening to Guilford. Another thing I'll mention, Johnny, you hear him. Well, this isn't even on me. Guilford, if it's any consolation, your deity has condemned you to death. That's honestly on you. Like honestly,
I blame Robbie.
Don't be such a f***ing idiot.
I blame Robbie.
Blame the dice gods, idiot. You made your pact. Now live with the consequences. And you see as Guilford fully just crumbles into a heap of a withered corpse. Well, Guilford is now dead.
And you guys were freaking out because I picked up a sword.
I'm gonna fly over and kind of poke at him a little bit with my little hex spine spear, just to see if there's anything that looks like it might be killable, and then realize it's not.
Well, you do.
See what else is there?
You do see a little bit of the Shadowfell energy reach up the quill, but you see as a flash of red like burns up it like fire going across the line of something flammable, and it burns the red burns the way the black. Admittedly, the sword was cleansing him. That was a visual representation of that. It just cleansed him too well. Well, technically, the thing that was making him sick took him out with it. I guess Guilford could technically make death saves.
And what, a fucking corpse?
I don't think he can make death saves at this point.
Didn't you say his flesh was torn off?
Yeah, I don't think death saves are an available thing.
A little past Band-Aid.
little difficult to do with
I think
this.
we're a little past a few bandages in the end.
Don't have any healing spells either, so I can't really I could.
I mean,
I can
Rocky
go
does.
further.
Rocky has some.
Yeah, well, that's the question. Is in theory, because I have healing, would it work?
I would say Guilford is not dead yet. Guilford is currently in immense suffering, but he's not dead yet.
Can I hear any thoughts going on in there? Any shadow talk or anything?
No, because Guilford should be dead right now. What?
Yeah, but I'm trying to listen for any shadow residue or anything.
Oh,
But he's still in there.
the shadow residue is screaming right now, and
Oh, is it?
you just hear the manic laughter of a high pitched voice. Please make me another wisdom save.
Also, your voice mod, Multi.
Suffer. You do pass, even though this is one of the most horrific things you have seen in your entire life. I mean, to be fair, the most horrific thing you've seen was people sewing your mouth shut. But
Mm-hmm.
we're not going to talk about that. Anyway. Yeah, Gilfried is dead. Congratulations. We've had the first PC death of the cross of events crossing. Please make me another wisdom save, Bronaz. As you feel the sword reach up into your mind again. Oh, and that's Sam. Fair enough. I hope he has a good nap. You pass. Well, that's that.
That's that. Okay.
Well, that just happened. That happened a lot earlier in the session than I was thinking it was going to, and my plans for the thing has kind of not gone as I intended it to. But yeah, anyway. So, what you guys gonna do? Gonna keep walking? You gonna bury the body? What you thinking?
What is
Sorry,
left?
I am processing things slowly.
He looked like a blackened mummified husk.
Yeah, damn it.
Admittedly, you could loot it. You could loot him.
I was gonna say.
Do I still hear screaming?
No, the screaming has faded, and the
Okay.
laughing. Before it goes, you hear.
Now don't be idiots anymore, friends. This is what happens.
And then you feel that presence leave as well.
Okay. All right.
Crazy
I think the
dumbass.
body is safe now. If you guys want to do whatever.
I take out my prosthetic arm and have it grip the hilt of the sword and kind of like hold it behind my back.
The prosthetic arm
Is active.
percentile die.
It's active.
Oh no, the arm is active, but it touches the sword and it starts freaking out a little bit. And yeah, no, actually the arm, I rolled low enough that the arm is like you see sparks fly out of the hinges and it kind of like locks up.
Say.
It's
I'll
chaos.
take a look at it.
You see as the wiring, like inside of it, the wiring has crossed for some reason.
I would like to fix it.
Please make me an electronics check.
As I see the effects of chaos, I just kind of chuckle and kind of move over off to the side and look around again.
Okay. You successfully wire it correctly because it wasn't a whole lot of bad wiring that happened, but
And now I'm gonna look at it like a stern father looking at a puppy who pooped on the floor. And I'm gonna make it hold the chaos blade again. And I'm gonna stare at it intently.
it lasts for about half a second longer before it does the exact same thing.
I'm gonna talk to the blade, seeing that it's having issues. You guys okay over there? What's going on?
This is not my master.
Ah. Yeah, he wants
This
your real
is-
arm.
This is but a false mimicking of my master. I
He doesn't-
want my real master.
He doesn't appreciate the robo arm.
Damn it! Well, why is this sword so fucking picky?
Listen, it wouldn't shut up the entire way over here. So, like,
It is true. I praised your greatness as we traveled.
All right. Well,
I'm going to be honest. Hearing all of this just
not
makes me
gonna
think
lie,
that
this is
sword
my
feel
first
less
time seeing
comforting.
someone die in front of me.
Well,
Not very
I
shook up
can,
about it for some reason.
well, I mean, same for me. Oddly enough, I am not either.
Wow.
Then again, given our circumstances, well, not exactly our normal situation we have here.
Yeah, you think?
Hmm.
Well, shit.
I should mention,
I'm gonna command my purgeling to begin digging a suitable hole in the ground.
I'll
Okay.
start removing all of the items from him so it's just a corpse that we bury.
With clothes! With clothes! Give him some fucking dignity!
I will make sure he's buried with clothes on.
okay, so you find the number one, the backpack that has all the. Oh no, wait, that's something Brolneus has. You find the Hexwolf Venom canteens, the Hexwolf Spine Rapier, the Freedom Armor, so the +1 light armor, essentially, the M6 Carnifex, and the M11 Suppressor.
Way too fast.
Okay.
Could you just give control of his sheet to us? So we
I-
can see?
Yeah.
I think that would be just a bit faster.
A lot easier.
Oh, man. I didn't want Sam's character to die already. Oh. I don't know what to do.
Honestly, that's on Sam. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, fuck Sam, man. Fuck Sam. Fuck you if you're listening, Sam. Fuck you.
you.
He's not.
I'm
He's currently laying down attempting to go to sleep.
Fuck you, Sam.
While they're rummaging.
Brolneus is screaming at God to say fuck you to Sam.
Alright.
Well-
I'm taking his heat mags.
Oh yeah, take his 10 heat mags.
Oh, Brolneus, check his damn DM. He said to check your DMs.
Man had tech expertise and everything. By far had the highest tech mods. I don't know what's up with that +3 dagger. I don't know why it's there. I don't know what it is. But there's no way I gave him a +3 dagger. That's a legendary weapon, thank you very much.
Oh, the +3 dagger. Yeah, he put that in his inventory as a joke.
And then couldn't figure out how to remove it.
Sam, he finally found it! Sam, he found it!
It was there purely as a joke.
Sam, he found it! The day of your death, he found that joke. Oh.
Oh, that's great.
Well, I don't go actively looking at your guys' sheets every 10 minutes. Ooh, what are they doing today? No, that's not what I do.
Alright, so, 10 heat mags, and then we'll split the stickers evenly to everyone except Aquaman. Sorry, man.
That's fair.
So, let's just get this show on the road.
So I think Sam, if I recall, had 120 sticker and 5 1 stickers.
Everyone gets 2, and I'll get 3. That everyone's okay with that.
With which item?
The green stickers.
Yep.
Okay.
He's already used 4 of his stickers.
He was down to 7.
Oh, right. My bad. Right. Yep, sorry, I realized I remember I gave you guys more than 5 of the green ones.
Alright.
And he has that recon hood if somebody can use that.
The
and
elf
then
might be able to do that. Cough, cough.
Robbie. So
Yeah.
each of us get 1 red, except for Robbie, who gets 3. No, not Robbie. Rob. Fuck me.
Oh, you're giving
Robbie,
the...
you get 3 nat 1 stickers,
All right.
and me and the goon get 1.
Yeah, no, that's perfect because I can use those when something else tries to save.
Exactly. So.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, the armor and the visor and stuff like that, somebody should take and use those.
They do be pretty nice.
I've got other stuff on, so.
And I can't use any of them.
You know who might benefit from those?
Ew.
We don't know who the fuck he is.
Well, you might still save the armor at the very least.
I can hold on to it in my backpack, yes.
Yep.
So I'll put it in.
You do notice that Eum is wearing the performance armor, by the way. The parade armor, that's what it's called. He is wearing the parade armor.
I don't have that in my inventory.
Hey, Luna.
Because we forgot to add it.
Calling you guys by each other's names.
After
Vin.
giving Gilfried a very dignified burial, I will grab a significantly large stone nearby and have a lot of trouble moving it until I get help from my purgelings. And I'll move it over, and I'm gonna try and carve a little message into the stone with my claw arm.
And what do you carve? Well, number one, make me a performance check to carve it properly.
Why performance? I would like to argue a different skill.
And what would you like to argue?
Sleight of hand.
I can see that as well. Okay, you can just sleight of hand. I'll accept that.
I will lucky that. That is my last lucky.
Last one is long rest. Okay.
I will have help from my purgelings. Please.
I will
No,
try.
I'm not proficient in sleight of hand. I can give myself advantage.
If somebody else wants to help them, I'll accept that, not as purgelings.
I'll try.
Okay.
Do you have sleight of hand proficiency?
I don't have proficiency in anything except for perception is the issue.
Yeah, you can't help me, unfortunately.
I'll allow it. But do you know how I can help you?
Have...
Guidance.
Oh, yeah, there we go. I had him with guidance. Let's do a level 2 guidance. And how many mana points would I have bounced back at this point? Are we still at the same?
It's still at the same since we left.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so level 2 is going to take, what, 100?
Yeah. Yeah, it's 100.
Yep. All right. Let's do 100 points there.
So it's a D4. Um, and 2d6. No, wait. Yeah, no, D4 for the base, and then plus 2d6. That's a little busted. I'm gonna. I'm gonna say 2d4 and 1d6. Fair?
Yeah. And it's a cantrip upscaled, so yeah.
2d4, 1d6.
There we go. So that's
19.
18.
18, you're right.
So in the stone, I carve. Do I know Gilfried's last name? I don't think he ever told me.
Nope. He's never told anyone.
So
I don't think he has told anyone.
Doesn't even have it on his character sheet.
here lies Gilfried from X date to X date. A glorious bastard to the end, even though we only knew him for a few days.
For a few pars. You guys didn't even know each other for a day. I mean, Earth Day, yeah. But not a Trial Board Day.
Yep.
So you write that whole thing?
Yes.
Okay, so... yeah, you successfully write that message. I'd say you got a pretty large stone. Decently large.
Let's address the problem afoot. Eom.
Eum.
Well,
Why
while
are
he's doing that,
you-
I just want to try and create, if I can, I want to kind of reach to the ground and try and create like a little thorn hedge around where we buried him.
Okay. Kind of protect the spot from, like, animals and such?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, how big do you want to make this?
Maybe 5 feet thick, 5 feet high, all the way around.
Okay. That should be within your abilities for now, provided you do it for a minute.
Yep.
You're gonna sit there for a
Ew.
minute, pumping the ground full of
What?
your power.
Why are you in the Forest of Growth?
Good question. Here, let me describe to Ayum how he ended up in the Forest of Growth.
Really should have done that beforehand.
Yeah. So, essentially, Ayum, you were vibing with your gnome family. Sit on the TV watching the like end summary of the grand dueling tournament, of the world dueling tournament, I should say. Great spectacle, really, really. Your family is pretty like Solar didn't win, but they got pretty far, so you were pretty happy about that.
What place was Aaron in?
Aaron got last, I think.
Nerds.
They sat there trying to play mind games with their opponent, but they were fighting a crossing, so. Well, I guess a large majority of them sat there trying to play mind games, but they were taken out. So, there was one Aaron that got decently far.
What?
But that's mainly because he knew how to shut his mouth. But yeah. No, the winner was some like masked person. The crossing team won, sadly, but sadly for you guys, I should say, because none of you were crossing. But yeah. Anyway, that being said, you guys he was sitting there watching the thing when there was an emergency alert. There's a security warning for the Capitol. There was some alarms going off. Somebody, they rush off the set, still live on air, where you can like hear the people talking in the background. And they're doing what? Who's here? The Resistance? What? No, this. What are they doing? The Capitol building? Oh, this isn't good. And then a couple minutes later, about 5 minutes later or so, the signal went out as there was a massive explosion in the Capitol that cut off the cameras, and next thing you know, there's waves of red energy dispersing across the planet. Hume was not immediately transported, I will mention. Hume mostly was vibing. He went out, found that a lot of the buildings in his neighborhood were destroyed by an earthquake, found out that some of his neighbors had been relocated or turned to dust. Well, as far as they were aware, they were turned to dust. Like Infinity War style. And then Ayum, after about the 6th or 7th red wave, so it's been a solid hour since the initial event. Ayum gets hit by one of the red waves and also turns to dust. From everyone else's perspective. From his perspective, he sees himself fade into nothingness, and then sees a light off in the distance. He looks at that light, flips at the bird, and points toward and tries to go away from it. And in the process, falls out of the nothingness and into the forest of growth. And he woke up where you guys woke up, but a while after you guys had left. Yeah, that's how he ended up here.
So yeah, that's how I got here.
That's fair.
Similar to us, apparently.
But not as immediately. Because you guys all got transported with the first initial red wave.
Yeah, it was really weird. And, I've been through a lot of shit. Didn't feel like dying yet, so to speak.
I mean, I think you might actually be the youngest out of all of you besides Rocky.
Yeah, and Rocky looks over and says, I was just born, so yeah. Pretty cool place.
Rocky has only known Trilivor and Chaos. How old is Ayum?
I don't think we decided on that.
Well, fair enough. Keep in mind, any age you make, cut it in half, and that's how old he is physically. Because he's an elf, and so he ages half as fast as everyone else. So if you want to make him a teenager, make him like 30 or 40.
Well, we're getting the fuck out of here. This forest isn't exactly a good place to stay. With the giant animals and whatnot.
You mean like this one?
You see Gilbert just...
As interesting as a study this would be, we don't have the time. So yes, that one.
Is Doggo gonna keep coming with us, or?
I don't know.
I'm gonna be taking care of him.
But yeah,
Do not ask me that question, for I do not know the answer.
that's fair.
So you have a few choices. You can come with us and probably die, or you can go on your own and probably die.
I'll go with you because you got a big dog, so that's cool with me. And a weird ferret thing.
You guys don't know what a ferret is. A ferret's not native to Trilivor.
Or a weird flying rodent.
There you go.
That's a chaos beast.
Rocky
Please.
Bowels.
Bows midair, just folds himself in half in the air, like does a little like cartwheel in the air. Yeah, fair enough. Although to be fair, those of you that were in the oh, actually, the sword, you do hear goes.
That is a ferret.
Ah. Oh,
It's not native here.
okay.
It's
How
not
much do
from
you
your
know?
world. I know what the Lord allows me to know.
You just see me looking at the sword, nodding. Okay. Okay.
You can hear me. Relate to my masters that I want them to use me.
Wait, that sounds weird, but
My.
none of you can hear that, by the way.
So,
Good thing.
I mean, yeah, the sword says that they want you to use it.
Oh well, whoop-de-doo. It'll have to just stop fucking with my holding arm if it wants that.
I must enlighten you.
It says something about he has to enlighten you.
Stop listening to the fucking insane sword.
Listen, it's not exactly something I can control. It just kind of happens.
Speaking of which, what is your ability?
Really?
What do you mean?
What's your power?
I can make a loud noise.
I see, and you can also talk telepathically, or you just have that talent?
Well, telepathy is a pretty common ability on Trelleborg. It's
Well,
about
you
as
could
common
also
of an
just
ability
have
you
it
can do.
as not an ability. It can
Well-
just be a talent as well.
I
That's-
can't exactly talk normally, and I'll bring down my mask, and you see they're slightly glowing black threads all throughout my lips. And then I'll put it back up.
Somebody sewed his mouth shut.
If you don't mind me prying, why were those restraints put on you?
Oh, Brolneus. Oh, I just realized the implications there. Oh man. You can,
Basically,
honestly,
yeah.
I don't imagine like talking about it a whole lot. I feel like the explanation you probably would have used in the past is that they put it there. It was put there because someone didn't like your ability.
Okay, yeah, I'm okay with that.
So you can use that explanation.
Yeah, I'll use that explanation. That's fine.
You
They didn't like me being
kidding
loud.
me? Ronez is just gonna fall on his back in anger,
Brolneus is angry.
and then have his purgelings lift him up. Oh, that is just wrong.
I mean, I've learned to
So,
live with
describe
it.
Bralneus. He's a middling height, lanky man, pale skin, white hair, a single scar on his left side of his face, and his entire left arm is a chitinous, plague-ridden, pustule-filled claw arm,
Hmm.
with segmented bits. His other arm's fine, and then he has a spinal implant, for machinery. However, on his other arm, you notice a spot of skin significantly more pale than the rest. It's about an inch in width, and it goes all the way around his wrist. Um, and then links up. So it's a complete like ring around his hand, where it's just paler. Yeah, well, clearly it's sensitive to you. I won't pry any further. But I've had a similar experience.
Yeah, you got a weird looking arm there.
What?
What?
I didn't hear what you said.
I said you got a weird looking arm there.
I was born with it.
Really? Wow.
It was a lot less pustuous up until recently though.
Hi, come here. Come here, baby. Come here.
Well, I won't press any further. Let's continue making our way out. No reason to stop now. What a funny coincidence, Malte.
I know. I didn't even realize that until after I was like, wait a second.
Sneaky, you're a sneaky nerd.
Although, to be fair, yours was government mandated, his was cult mandated.
But you saw that, right?
His ability
Yes,
is
I
allowed
saw
by the
exactly
government,
what
so.
she did.
Listen, just because my ability is illegalized by the government doesn't mean I can't get mad about someone else.
No,
getting
again, I'm
cock-blocked
not
out of their
saying that.
ability.
I'm not saying, especially because he was entirely like, it was, yeah. I mean, to be fair, I feel like he probably will share the story eventually, but like,
And he doesn't know my story yet either. So.
no, he doesn't. I mean, he knows a little bit because he just told him.
So, I mean, what do you guys do?
What do we do?
I'm a
What do we do?
Well, used to be bioengineer. I have no
I'm an
intention of
author.
continuing the trade.
Plain and simple.
You're a what?
I am an author. Well, until I ended up here, in which case, now I'm focusing on the research that I did to my books and praying that I actually survive this place.
That's a valid concern. Especially after what you just saw. Crackhead Guilford really just killed himself.
Yeah.
Anyway, so, moving forward, I imagine you guys start walking on. Where is the sword? Who is holding the
I have
sword?
the sword.
Okay, I will mention that as you are holding it, please make me another wisdom save.
Is this a continual thing?
It will be, yeah.
That's kind of assholish.
Did he do it for me as I was holding it?
No, it did not. You can feel it. It's got its hands. It's got its mind hands up in your head.
Better idea? Since it's happened twice so far before we start traveling, right?
Mm-hmm.
It is continually trying to invade my mind. So it's going in the no-no box. And by the no-no box, I mean it's getting a rope tied around its hilt and it's being dragged.
I thought of that idea too.
So, you just hear it going, no, hold me.
He's got some serious separation anxiety.
They abandoned me.
I know they abandoned you. Like,
And imagine Ayum's just trailing behind them, talking to the sword. And keep on the
Would you
sword.
communicate if it keeps trying to invade my mind, it will never be used.
I must enlighten him.
I'll just relay that message.
I'm looking for green Shun Shun. It's getting the squirt bottle.
Oh no. So keep in mind, you cannot be, not, what's the word, using, wielding, equipping, carrying. You can't be carrying green Shunshum on you while you're using the sword. They will actively conflict with each other.
I am aware. I'm getting green shunjum so I can use it to punish the sword,
Oh,
like a squirt bottle.
hold it close, and the sword goes. Ah, yes. Burns. It burns.
Fuck
Oh.
you.
Oh.
So, Multi, what do I find?
You find.
Is it a green shunjum sword? I'd like that one better.
Green Shunshum sword wouldn't actually deal any damage.
Sweetheart.
It'd be
Oh,
funny
I
though.
think I.
It would be funny though. It would be funny to have a sword made out of green Shunshum.
I think I.
Like it just phases through somebody and they just kind of, oh, I feel better now. Thank you.
I don't feel like fighting.
I don't feel like fighting you, honestly. Like I'm kind of good to just chill, honestly. You want to just chill?
As he's dragging that, isn't
Play
that like
Smash Bros?
creating like a bunch of dead plants and stuff?
Oh
on there?
yes, I will mention the sword itself is cutting through the ground. The hilt gets caught on things, so the blade will occasionally flip up into the air. And yeah,
Biologist, not a horticulturist. I don't care about the environment.
that's fair. And the plants that comes into contact with, you can even see some of like it's crawling up the sides of nearby trees of just like decay.
Probably not very good for the forest.
This
And-
forest is the most resilient forest in the world.
Okay.
It can handle it.
You're good.
You see as a fire springs up somewhere around the sword.
Are you sure?
It can I am without a doubt sure that this sword will not cause the downfall of this forest in the slightest.
You see as one of the nearby
I
trees.
second that.
You see as one of the trees like uproots a little bit and like pushing itself away from the sword, and like the roots kind of are flinging around. And you see as the roots, one of them just flat out like swings and changes into snakes, like earth snakes, and just sprays them across the area.
That's just red shunjum.
To be fair, it is.
Huh.
The amount of red shunjum you would need to bring this forest to its knees would be damn near cataclysmic.
You know, something like they used in the capital.
So the forest is fine.
So I will mention with that investigation check, you find that there's actually none in the
Also, I'll be
area.
right back.
Because I rolled a percentile die and I got a 3. There is no Shunchum in the area. So,
Can I just lift up one of my earmuffs and listen and see if I hear anything?
turn Montaro up.
Turn Montaro up. Okay.
Yeah, for immersion levels, please turn Montaro up.
Sure.
As now that you've removed your earmuffs, everything's a lot less muffled, and so you can hear the environment a lot clearer. The forest feels alive. You can feel the wind rustling through the leaves. You can hear a sort of tune across it. A sort of... Actually, you don't hear much music right now, besides the singing of the birds. I'm going to say that in canon, Ayum can hear the background music. Like,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah, Ayum can hear the background music.
There's no like chatter of, you know, death kill or anything like that. Nothing I need to worry about.
Nope. Just good vibes.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, you're vibing.
Okay, I'll put my earmuff back on and just
Turn the music back down.
turn it back down a little bit. Yeah. Where are we
And
going?
You guys are going. You're trying to get out of the forest.
No.
going that way. That point.
All right, I'm back. My food came. What's
Welcome.
going on?
Can't the
So I rolled a
turret go, like,
percentile.
up?
I rolled a percentile die to see if there's any sunshine in the area, and I rolled a 3. So you did it. You had a perfect investigation roll, but you couldn't find anything. Not because it was.
Anything else of interest?
Actually, yes. You found an opening to a cave. This cave is on the outside. You guys run into some. I guess I should say, Eum, when you took off your earmuffs, please make me a perception check with advantage, because it's hearing based. You guys hear some like laughing children. And Bralneus,
Laughing children.
while you're looking, you do find this cave opening, and right outside of it, where some large mushrooms are growing, there's a couple of like actual children, like human-sized or like regular-sized children. And
Are they Trilivorians?
yeah, I mean they look like Trilivorians. They don't seem to be having any weird gravity issues. They're wearing like mushroom caps on their heads, and like very like definitely very homemade clothes. And they're just kind of playing. They're bouncing on a couple of the mushrooms, laughing, having a good time.
Hello?
You see that one of them looks over to you, like whispers to the other, and they all kind of, and they run into the cave.
What did they whisper?
Oh, that's fair. Let's see. Do you speak Crossan?
No.
Then you hear it. You don't understand what they're saying though.
Okay.
Inning of the out. And they're out. They skedaddle into the cave.
Well, I'm no brave man, but I'm a curious man. I go inside.
He is a Starine. That's part of his nature. You go inside and
Who's following me?
Well, are you dragging the sword behind you?
I mean,
Yes.
You're gonna drag this sword through their home.
that's
point.
that's actually a fair concern, actually.
What to do with the sword?
Hold it. I held it. Fine. Just hold it.
Fuck it. The bad no sword gets stuck in the ground.
Hume, do you want to grab the bad no sword?
I'll pick up the bad no sword.
He picks up the bad no sword.
I don't know why you guys have problems with this.
sword? Why
Yeah.
does he pick up the bad Noto sword?
We can't just leave it here.
What if some animal steps on it?
Well, I disagree. You can't just leave it here.
Listen, I'm holding it. Look, see? I'll wave it around a little bit. It's fine.
Please make me a
Nothing's
wisdom
happening.
save for the initial pickup.
God damn it.
You pass.
I'm fine. See? I'm fine.
You do feel a tingling,
Well,
I
you
will
can
mention.
have fun with the thing you're currently holding. I will not.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna ask the blade if it has a name.
I have whatever name that my masters give to me. If I recall, I heard the Blade of Cain. I enjoy this name, for my masters have given it to me.
You know, just figured I'd check, get all the boundaries set and everything.
You may call me Blade, or of, or Cain.
Okay, of.
This is acceptable.
I'm gonna hold on to you for a bit.
I wish to be in the grasp of my masters.
Yeah, I know, but they don't want to hold you right now, so I'm just gonna hold you.
I wish to be in the grasp of my masters.
Yeah. Quiet. All right.
So are you, yeah, you guys going in the cave?
Find
Yep.
a good piece of green shunchum. It'll be the perfect squirt bottle.
Yeah, no, as long as we're not dragging the sword, I'll go in the right behind.
Yeah, no, I'm holding it.
Oh goodness, why isn't it loading?
It
There we go.
loaded for me.
It took a second for me. For the stream, I should say. Enter down the cave and you find a nicely well-carved set of stairs.
Oh yes, hold up, my honor guard. Let me deploy my honor guard.
Oh, yeah, you gotta do that. I forgot to do that. It's my bad.
And then I'll need my my familiar, my pet.
Oh, let me put the fiery friend down. Oh, no, bad. Honestly, if you guys just want to do
have we
wanted
had
to do a
enough time for me
fire
to get the
ferret
full
from
MP?
Korra, like
Have we had enough time for me to get the full mana?
not full.
Hmm.
Well, it's at least been an hour of traveling, right?
That's true.
So you gain half. Both of you gain half.
So
Which
yeah, I'm at
gets you back
full.
up to full, so. Or at least gets Robbie back up to full.
Yeah, it's 475 regain, right?
Yes. Or it's 425.
So I'm at 825.
Actually, you guys have 950. No, that's 475. You're right.
Sorry. Hey, honey.
And you kind of see the kids over here. Okay, stop moving for a second. Stop moving for a second. I'm not ready for you yet. But the kids scamper down below this line. Outside. One second. I'm making a token real quick.
I was gonna say I don't see anything.
Yeah, that's because you can't see anything. I'm talking to Brolnass.
What interesting fungi
Can I
specimens? Ooh, I'm
can I
distracted.
hear? If I lift up an earmuff, can I hear how many people are in there?
You do hear some distant chatter. They're vibing.
Are you working tomorrow?
Can I pertain how many there are?
As far as you can currently tell, like 20, 30.
Okay, I'll give a little broadcast to the rest of the people here. I hear at
I've
least.
probably ascertained the same number, if not a more accurate one with my 26.
He has an ability.
I have been hearing.
He's better than you.
That sounds oh yeah, that makes me feel real great.
Yeah, although I guess I should say, Ayum, you do have to make the perception check, but again, because you're using your hearing, it is an advantage.
Okay, yeah.
Oh.
There you go.
Congratulations. I'll give you an extra advantage by helping you.
My passive perception is 22, so it's higher than that anyway. But
You can roll again.
Well, yeah, you do have double advantage.
oh, I have double advantage.
Yeah, I do stacking advantage. That's not double advantage. Double advantage, you roll 4 times.
Oh, you roll 4 times. Oh.
So the 19 is the best one.
Wow, you rolled.
Congrats, I increased your score by 1.
Yeah, I have a +7 perception, so.
Only a +7? Sweet.
Listen here, motherfucker. Alright. swear to God.
Oh, your power is perception.
You want to have a fist fight? Cause I'll win. All right, that's all I'm saying.
He does have quite a bit
He
more
will.
HP than you do.
You will win, I know.
Y'all want to fight? I'll win.
That's fair. He has the highest DPR.
Be quiet, Mr. Action Economy.
Let's see.
You want to whip out your
Downloads.
dicks? I'll whip out my dick too.
Whoa, okay, we're gonna...
We can just do it.
It's not called a dick measuring contest for nothing.
Okay, there's your token. Why is it transparent?
That works.
What is that?
That's his fiery friend.
Yeah, but I don't have control.
Okay. Well, let me controlled by Rocky. There you go. Should have
Cool,
control it
perfect.
now.
Thank you.
What
Yep.
is it exactly?
It's essentially as familiar, but the same size as him.
It's a flaming flying bat.
Oh, I'm gonna try and talk to it.
You are unable to.
Huh.
It has no consciousness that you can perceive.
Interesting.
It's technically just an extension of Rocky's will.
Does that mean just Rocky heard me talking?
Yeah, pretty much. As like you try to connect to the fiery friend and you instead just connected to Rocky. Well, yeah. So you're free to move now, Brolneus, by the way.
Okay.
So
Oh,
everyone's
come on, everyone. We've got a cave to explore. With weird fungus people. I don't think I've
Okay.
heard about these folks before.
Just a lot of people in there, though.
You see one of the kids peek their head around the corner and see you and start running away.
Well, now they're just being coy. Ooh, what's this?
Mushrooms.
This is an amazing specimen.
And
gonna-
you guys see as the cave is lined with mushrooms that are anywhere between 2 feet
Sniff a little
tall
sniffle
and
then continue.
like
Just
10 to 15 feet tall.
Good girl.
hold on a second.
Wait.
Everyone, keep up,
Ugh.
Okay.
or you'll fall behind.
Okay.
I'm
You see-
gonna stealth.
Which way did
at
I
this
see them
point.
go?
Over here. And you see them on the bridge currently. And we're going to pretend that this island out here is a lot bigger than it looks like it is. And
I'm deploying 3 purgelings as sentinels there.
fair enough. Oh wait, that's the way I should have had you guys come in. I didn't even see that. Oops,
Oh.
my bad. You
My
see,
purgelings are coming across the walls and stuff. They're not really following me directly. They're trying to stay out of line of sight.
fair enough.
Come on, everyone, keep up.
You see, as this is a massive, like 60 or 70 foot tall mushroom that leads down into a lake of
Yo.
like mycelium juice. And
Very
on top of
right.
this massive mushroom, you see a village. Like a small village.
Well, it looks like we don't need to be worrying for our lives after all. There's more to explore, folks. More to explore. You said across the bridge down that way?
Yeah, this is the massive mushroom out here. We're just gonna pretend like this island is a lot larger than it shows here. But yeah, it's
Excuse
real.
me, hello. Visitors.
The Mr. Good Hearing Man sees or hears a couple of
They're
gasps and
underneath the bridge.
Yeah, the person. I get you. The purgelings find that they come face to face with a couple of small mushroom crabs.
There starts to become a gang war. There's now territory being fought for.
Fought for by the mushroom crabs.
Skirmishes.
I think you might have scared them.
I've done no such thing.
I heard some gasps inside.
Hello?
You see a couple people duck inside of homes and do their best to hide themselves.
Do I see anyone in like a window or
You
something?
notice
Frederick.
something else
Frederick,
you
go
do
first.
notice.
You're the one who looks the most friendly.
Something else I will note is that you guys see that a couple of the houses are like burnt, and there's even a couple that are just in complete shambles. There's also a whole portion of the mushroom that's just been ripped off, and you find a bunch of those little.
Disperse that flaming pet of yours.
Yeah.
And one portion of the mushroom has just been completely ripped off, and is currently being swarmed by the mushroom crabs that are giving it new material. And when I say the bunch of the mushroom crabs, I mean there's well over 100, 150 of them.
You might want to, oh dear.
How far are the crabs away from me?
Let's say if this is the total area of the village, and let's pretend like it's actually closer to 100, 150 feet in diameter, or in radius. So it's a big mushroom. Essentially, it would be a portion of it that would be roughly that big, just taken out of the side. So roughly 30, 40 feet. That's not 30, 40 feet. It would be like 20 feet.
15.
20 feet from me?
No, 20 feet big hole. It's like 30 or 40.
I asked
guys.
how far the
Crabs are all
crabs
over the
were
island.
from me.
Yeah, the crabs are all over the island. They appear to be pretty passive.
Okay, I'd like to get 60 feet from one of the crabs.
You are within 60 feet of one of the crabs already.
Okay, I'm gonna try and talk to it
Those crabs in particular are currently having a gang war with my purge.
in Aquan.
In Aquan?
Yeah. Or I mean, I talked to it in its head, so I don't know.
You don't need languages.
Yeah,
Psychic
telepathy-
Yeah.
communication is non-language.
I don't know what crabs speak.
Repair.
It's just repeating repair. Okay.
Yes, and you can hear repair like echoing from across the island
From all the other crabs.
from all the crabs. Yeah. Repair mother.
Repair mother?
Mother, yes.
Who is your mother?
Repair mother. Repair.
All right, I don't think I'm gonna get much out of those crabs.
No.
All right, I'm
Frederick,
gonna.
you go first. You look less monstrous.
This is fair.
Why is someone knocking on our door?
Well, there's
Hi.
You go forward, right?
Did you say me
Yes,
or Rocky?
they're saying
or-
Frederick.
Is your name Frederick?
Sorry, I didn't hear too well through all sorts of things. So I will approach slowly. I don't have any clue. Says this is probably an absurd length that this image doesn't actually portray. So I'm gonna slowly approach and say, hello there, hello. Might I talk to you?
That's because Rocky's token is gone. What in the world?
What
Oh,
was that? Right.
you accidentally deleted your token, Rocky.
There we go.
It's because I asked him to get rid of the
The
flaming
fire,
fireball.
the friend, but he also accidentally deleted his own token. So
I'm gonna be honest. As soon as I'm told to make a persuasion or charisma roll, Oh, it's all over. I'm gonna be the most hated person in this village. I'm gonna be. Everyone's not gonna like me.
Well, you notice as one of the men walks out. He's wearing a big mushroom cap as well. And what appears to be either his wife or his daughter. She looks old enough that she could be his wife, but also not old enough that she is definitely his wife.
Hmm.
Are they within 60 feet?
Yes, they are within 60 feet of you.
I'm just gonna to the guy. I'm just gonna. We're not here to hurt you or anything. They were just
You
curious.
find a bit of resistance against your telepathy,
Oh,
as if something is shielding it. And you see him, you hear him, and who here speaks Gralson? Frederick and Rolnez?
I do.
Okay, so literally everyone except for you. I'm not going to fight them unless they pick a fight. There's nothing really to worry about. I just want to make sure that they're not here to hurt us like the others. No, please, no. It's too dangerous. Can't lose you like I lost my brother. I know.
I'm going to St. Crossan. We're not here to hurt anyone. We're just here to talk. We're looking for a place to stay for a few nights.
Persuasion check.
Of course, I'm being the one made to do this. Okay.
You're the one
This is
speaking.
gonna fail, guys. Have fun. I clicked it.
Oh,
Oh, there.
your tone of voice was very kind of angry.
You were kind of angry.
You were kind of
I
angry
didn't
when you said
mean
that,
to
yeah.
be. I didn't mean to be. Sorry. Crap.
We've had enough of outsiders. See what they did to us.
their houses are made of like mushrooms or whatever, right?
Some of them are made of mushrooms, others are made of stone, others are made of wood.
Mm.
A lot of the
Is there
wooden
a way
ones are
for us
burnt.
Is there a way for us to help you in some way
Yeah,
so that we can
we're
have a
wayward
place to stay for a
travelers
while?
from the.
Wait, what were you saying, Brolnass?
Please, sir, we're wayward travelers. We were shunted across the world to cross from our various places due to the chaos waves, whatever the fuck those things were.
What chaos waves?
Have you not felt them?
No.
Has there not been a massive amount of change in the last 2 paths?
No, we have been safe here. We are safe at home.
Oh, you're too deep underground. That's why. There's
We
something
did hear-
happening. The world is now a donut.
What? No,
I am not
impossible.
joking.
Persuasion check.
I don't have lucky.
That's
I
that's
actually rolled
performance.
good. That's performance, but
That's
I'm gonna keep the
performance.
roll. So it's the same mod. It's the same mod.
It's the
So that's
same
still-
mod, and okay, I'll accept. If it's the same mod, I will let you keep the roll. If it's not the same mod, I'll have you roll again.
They're right next to each other. Okay.
I get you. We did feel the earth shake. Mother almost fell.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
try and
something's-
communicate with them. Who's mother?
Something's. Oh, sorry.
Once again, as you reach out, you feel that their minds are slippery.
Yeah, it's a try. So I was.
I think the mushroom people have mind wards.
What do you
The
think the hats are?
The mushrooms.
The surface is in a bit of chaos at the moment.
The surface
What's
has always
happened
been
to you?
chaos.
What's happened here? Why are your houses in ruin?
Outsiders. We welcomed them in, and they burned our houses, killed our brothers, and took our daughters.
Outsiders?
Outsiders.
Who else would be in the Forest of Growth?
Not from that entrance. From the outside
under-
entrance.
Oh, I see. This cave is that big? It goes outside the Forest of Growth?
This cave stretches for miles. In all directions.
Well, that's convenient.
Though the Forest of Growth is our most surface level entrance.
How about this? I offer you an accord. You said these outsiders stole people from you. Are they still nearby? Do they have some sort of base?
It was about 12 hours ago. We don't know where they took them.
Probably.
12 hours won't be hard to find. If we can bring back some of your people, any amount, would you allow us to stay here for a bit? I am Bronius Tibus. This is...
I care not for who you are,
Well, that's rude.
but that you are outsiders.
Talking in BT's head, could you ask them who the mother is? They mentioned that, but I can't seem to communicate with them.
You don't understand a word they're saying.
I know, but I could talk in their head, but they're not, acting like they could hear me in their head, so...
That's true.
I think that would be an insensitive thing to pry about.
What are you blathering about?
This one here is, he can't talk, so he uses, other methods. He can't speak to you.
I'll put my hands
Just
up
by
and give a
trying.
little wave.
The masked one. And you see him kind of squint. He hears the song.
The what?
The song. The world song.
I think he means, like, the animals and stuff.
What's the world song? I've never heard of that before.
The world song. The residents of Trilivor. It varies from place to place.
Oh, I understand now. It's some weird voodoo power where you can talk to the creatures and shit.
The
Oh,
world song is more than just hoodoo and voodoo. The
I
world
was...
song is an important part of culture. We trust him more than we trust you.
Him?
You reek of sickness. You reek of plague.
I mean, I can't deny that. But I was born like this.
You
So
reek
he-
of the horseman.
Don't you be talking about him now.
BT, could you ask them why I am unable to communicate with them?
Yeah, sure. On a different note and change of sudden subjects from you poking into my innards, why can't the psychic one here talk to you?
The mother protects us. The siblings. And they kind of... He puts a hand on the mushroom on his head. The siblings shield our minds and allow us to hear the song.
Well then.
I kind of figured that, but it's-
Though, the song around you... So, keep in mind, the music that you're hearing now, Eum, is the song that they are hearing.
From Montero?
Yeah, Montaro.
Okay.
Kind of mysterious and still kind of uplifting, yada yada.
Okay.
That's kind of the song you've been hearing. But if you listen closely to the others, you can hear a faint ringing about them. A faint music. And it doesn't sound unpleasant. It sounds odd. Around Bralneus, there's a more ominous tune. Around Frederick, there's a kind of confused discordant. It's not quite as discordant as like it could be, but it's definitely still a little like the notes are off here and there. And for Rocky, it's just very upbeat, very happy.
What about our Hex Wolf?
He couldn't fit through the cave entrance.
Okay.
Although I will
Well, what is
mention
his song?
that the song is ba 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 ba.
Point and click adventure game music, I see.
Can hear what I'm hearing through my head if he listens to my thoughts?
I technically he could, yeah.
Because I speak possibly.
This spawn of yours sounds rather intriguing. I might want to research this at some point. If you're willing, I'd rather like to try to try it out myself.
You are not trusted. You are not children. You are not children of the mother.
I don't think you understand their culture there.
That makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, I don't understand the Solarian culture in all honesty.
Well, how about my accord?
That's fair. We will consider it upon return of our daughters.
Then might you show us the direction in which we need to move? In which we need to go to
One
find
from
your
that
daughters?
entrance. That means there's only 2 left. Well, maybe more. We'll have to explore a bit more.
The entrance the outsiders took was the southeast entrance to this cavern. And he gestures, and honestly, it really is quite a large cave. Like, even this is probably the largest section, as far as you can tell, but it's legitimately probably about maybe a couple hundred feet high, the cavern is. And at the bottom you can see lakes of mycelium, and there's also a couple like shifting shadows down there. There's a river of some sort of purplish fluid. And there's crystals lining the walls, glowing ever so slightly, which is how you guys are able to see so well down here. There's also mushrooms. A lot of mushrooms.
Are any of the houses that were broken like
I'm gonna make the ones I can make.
fully big mushrooms and they just like carved out the inside or anything?
Some of them were, yeah.
All right, do I have the secondary part of World Song?
What do you mean the secondary part?
The part that you discussed with me?
Yeah, you have access to that now. The very basic part of it.
Could I try something then?
Sure.
Could I go over to like one of the destroyed mushrooms just slowly and...
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Make me an ability check. It's in the custom skills.
While that's happening, could you open up the token of my purgelings and give them 10 feet of blind sight, and then save it to the character sheet?
Where it has to react to blah blah blah. You can always do it for something that you don't know anything about, though, too.
I rolled an 18.
Okay, let's see. Fledglings, yes, I saw that one. I have to...
Alright, this is good. This is good. Just save it, and then I can delete all of them and replace them.
Yep, that's what I've done. So, oh, what the? You see as I don't know what happened to the map, but that's fine. You can hear a distant melody. Something whispering, sort of the melody of the mushroom. It's louder than some of the other plants you've heard, but it's reaching out.
Is the echo intentional?
Nope.
You really need to unbind that.
I really do, I know. But anyway, so you hear the song. What do you intend to do?
I'd like to sit in front of the broken mushroom and sit, like crisscross applesauce.
Mm-hmm.
Close my eyes, and then hum with the tune that I hear, and see if I can grow a new mushroom where the old one was destroyed.
Okay. With that ability
If I
check,
see him doing this, I'm gonna give him guidance.
can you give him guidance?
Yep.
Okay. Roll a d4. Oh wow. Rocky, music fills your mind for a second, but it quickly fades, and as it does, you feel the music grow clearer, and you are able to replicate it better. And as you do, little mushrooms start springing up around you, and the mushroom that is in front of you, the house, starts to reach up ever so slightly. It begins reaching for the broken segments. He sings the world song. And and one of the men comes over and places his hand on the mushroom and places his hand on you, closes his eyes and starts humming along with you. And the mushroom grows a little bit faster.
Alright,
And-
this is getting just a bit creepy. Just a bit.
You see a couple of the other people gathering around, placing their hands on him, placing their hand on the mushroom, and humming along. And you hear a very harmonious tune.
Oh god, it's good. It's turning into high school musical. Oh shit.
I want to try and remember the tune.
You find that as you try to memorize it, it kind of slips from your brain.
Am I able to try to write down the notes?
That's not how the world song works.
It's not how the world song works. There are no notes. It's
Just feel it.
you just feel it.
Mm.
And something about this song is ethereal and beautiful. You can hear some of the people, instead of humming, open their mouths and give chants similar to that of the Montaro music right now. Although not quite
as
this
thoughts
tune.
go into as the thoughts of the song and like what he's hearing enter Frederick's mind, he's going to summon his enchanter's textbook and his unending quill, and he's going to write down any and all thoughts that start to come into his head, and just write down a description of the moment that he's currently watching.
Fair enough.
You're trying to get past some writer's block, huh?
And as they fade out, you find that while they were doing the large, uproarious exclamations of joy, the mushroom is fully healed. There's mini mushrooms all across the ground, and even the damaged portion of the large mushroom has healed a little bit. You also find a couple of mushrooms on your person.
Nah, that's alright.
But as it heals, you feel a bit of a headache. Actually,
I think
you don't feel great.
they're different.
Your head is not
You
feeling
can
great
give
right now.
permission to.
Oh,
I don't
alright.
know.
Yeah.
And there's a slight ringing in your ears.
Use it. I haven't really messed around with it.
I'll get up using my my trident to help me up, trying to make sure I don't touch the sword on the ground or anything.
That's fair. You do see that around the sword, some of the mushrooms are withering. But nobody really seems to be paying attention to the sword. They're all too busy jumping for joy and laughing and, "We've sung the song! We're more than just listening now." Thank you,
I'll look-
stranger. And some of them grab you, and one of them shakes you and pulls you into an embrace. And overall, it's...
Give them an awkward hug, trying to keep the sword away from them.
Isn't the sword still on the ground?
No, I picked it up, so it's not on the
Gestures,
ground anymore.
Rolnea's gestures to hold on to the sword for you temporarily. If you wanna
Oh,
go.
yeah, I'll let him hold the sword.
Please make me wisdom save. Oh,
Shit.
Ooh.
Oh well. It was bound to happen.
yeah, it was, especially with the luck, the rolls you've been getting. Okay, let's see. It actually gives you a very specific kind of madness. You become attached to a lucky charm and have disadvantage on attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws while more than 30 feet away from it. Keep in mind, this is only for... Oh, you're not rolling for it. It's And-
It's
and
fucking binding it to me. How dare it?
and that's for the next hour or so.
Those are so cool.
Yeah.
What are the stats of the sword?
Stats of the sword are, well, for you, I know it. Don't touch me with your toes, you nasty man. Disgusting. You...
So, I can at least give you the damage and what you put on mine.
Yeah, no, the sword has the proficiency of a regular sword. It deals 1d10 plus 2 slashing damage, and 1d8, or I guess 1d10 plus dex, and deals an extra 1d8 chaos damage.
So 1d8 plus dex or 1d10 plus strength? And
No.
then an extra.
Yeah, no, 1d10 plus strength or dex, and an extra
Okay,
1d8.
Chaos, alright.
Yeah. And
A shame, I have no weapon proficiencies. I already had disadvantage.
well, if you were to allow yourself to attune to this weapon, which would mean permanently gaining that insanity, and as well as a couple others here and there.
I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Not
What could go wrong?
Also, attuning to it would allow you to hear it. So,
We have a three-way conversation.
indeed, you could. Anyway, they embrace the world singer, is what they're going to be calling you, Ayum. And
I'm okay.
that's fair. Oh man, the world singer combined with your world shout would be terrifying. Oh goodness.
Oh.
Oh, oh no.
Oh.
Oh. Anyway, moving on.
Mhm.
They point you towards this southeasternmost, like, large cave exit or entrance. And as the direction the outsiders came from.
Would we get a surefire yes if we come back with your people?
Yes. We would help you. You travel with the world singer.
What is the passage up north lead?
To the north. Goes on for miles. No one has been to the end of it, as roots block the way.
I see. You see my last little purgeling scurry to catch up with the rest.
Yeah, I can do that.
Very well.
But
We will return, or or we won't. You know, how the things go.
yep, fair enough.
Anything else you guys want to talk to the kind denizens of this cave?
Put 'em in my armory.
No, nothing.
No,
Very
for
well.
me.
I'm good. I
Let's get rolling then.
grew a mushroom.
You grew a lot of mushrooms.
Mushroom. Oh, I'm gonna kind of like wipe off the mushrooms that kind of grew on me a little bit.
They feel a little like slimy as they come out, as they do have a little bit of a root set in you.
Is there anything over here in this side cave area?
Alright.
In the side
that might
cave
be
area,
worth checking out?
there's a couple of like, how to describe it,
I
like
gotta use the
stables.
bathroom. I'll be right back.
It will probably, yeah, okay, fair enough. Couple of stables area. There's a couple of like mushroom hogs essentially in one area, and you find these large, almost bull-like mushroom beasts that are saddled up and prepared for battle. It looks as if they were preparing to go into a fight.
Well, isn't this a happy-looking place turned to worse?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
You coming home, or are you too busy with that migraine of yours?
he's in the bathroom.
Yes, I forgot about that.
Speaking of which, I kind of have to use the bathroom as well. So, I think it's. I was gonna end this session soon anyway, so let's just do that. But so essentially, you guys start moving down the cave, and you walk for a while, and you walk for a while, a little bit longer. And actually, yeah, I really gotta go. I'll be right back. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm trying to understand what this Magic of Taurus event you were talking about is. And how I'll just be like thinking to myself, just kind of relaxing. Then suddenly a random idea will just pop in my head, like, that'd be an interesting power. I want to try that at some point, and then you can't get out of my head, and I'm just like, gosh dang, I like my current character, but this seems interesting. And I'm like, Sam, I won't kill off a character at the drop of a hat because reasons.
Well, what Gilfrey did was kind of
Yeah, Gilfred did it because Gilfred was an idiot.
yeah, that was very much a kamikaze move.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I have a +3 to hit with that.
It's not over yet. Molly's currently just in the bathroom. Also, I would say something really fun to look at is the fact that I have a plus 11 to hit with firebolt. Plus 11 to perception, plus 11 to insight, plus 9 to arcana. That's fun. Plus 8 to animal handling. Man, having a 26 in wisdom's fun.
Yeah, I've got only a 22.
I've got a 24 in Constitution and a 24 in Intelligence.
I have a 26 in wisdom and a 20 in intelligence.
Alright, I'm back.
I think
Whatever.
multi did that pretty quick.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I've returned.
No, what do you need?
Cool.
Is everyone back?
Yep. Or at least I am.
Okay. Now let's see. So, in that case, yeah. If you guys were to head out, you'd find that you'd be walking for quite a bit of time, and it would be
I might have to buy the flour
pretty neat.
itself from the auction house, but I can make the corsage.
So, do we do short rest, long rest, or are we gonna just go?
You guys are traveling, so you wouldn't be resting.
Red cherry blossom.
I'm going to take out my
Viola.
my dagger, which is enchanted with glowing to light up the area around me.
You've already been doing that, and the crystals provide enough light that you guys can see pretty comfortably.
All right. Why would we need to be ending early?
Rob has it cut off.
You want the dahlia? Okay.
You do,
That-
Rob?
Yeah, he has it cut off in about a half an hour, is what he told me.
10 seconds.
That, and I don't have all the stats prepared for the enemies.
Pretty sure I still have some fair fat thing, so.
In that case, do we want to end here? Since I doubt it's...
I think this is a good stopping place.
That's not a bad idea. But yeah, anyway, so, with that, I guess we can end the stream. We will be streaming Minecraft later, but for now, thank you everyone for watching, and remember to have yourselves one dandy little day. Keep in mind it will be okay.